Hey World History students, Tree Hall here, and the purpose of this short video is to show you how to do the Project 1 fact list. It's a fairly easy assignment and should really help you with the Project 1 essay. And so I'm going to show you a couple different places where you're going to find this and then how to submit it. So first of all, if you're going through the course, you're going to find this assignment in Lesson 10 after you take the test. Your view is going to look slightly different than mine because I'm looking at the computer or the teacher view. And if you follow the directions there, it'll bring you to Google Classroom, which is where I'm going to go next, and I'm going to show you how to do this and how to submit it. I put this in Google Classroom especially because Google Classroom has a cool little function that will make an assignment. It will make a document just for you, so you don't even have to make the document. It's great for worksheets when you want to get them to students. Okay, so this is the announcement in Google Classroom for the World History Project 1 fact list. So first you go to the assignment itself as it's posted in here. And again, it's due September 11th, so not a huge deal now, but I wanted to get this video out of the way. By the way, watching this video, you can get credit for the Unit 2 video assignment. So if you are wanting to get points for this, there's a form that you need to click, and you'll find that in the video assignments. Okay, so I go to open this. And there's two documents. You can see that it says you'll have two attachments on this assignment plus an instructional video. By the way, not there yet because this is the video. Going to add this as soon as this is done. So anyway, here is the announcement for the assignment itself. And actually, I already did that. So let's go over this really fast. So the original essay that FlipSwitch had on here for Project 1 was about the agricultural revolution. And I think the important thing about the agricultural revolution, and you guys got this in your discussion questions, it was a revolution because it created civilization. So really what Unit 1 and Unit 2 were all about is the rise of civilization, and kind of, Units 1 and 2 take you up through the Fertile Crescent all the way up to basically the end of Rome, because you're in the Byzantine Empire and you're beginning to learn about medieval stuff, which was kind of actually a collapse of ancient civilizations. When Rome fell, it collapsed and people had to rebuild, and we'll talk more about that later, but you're going to be writing about the world before it collapsed. So let's take a look first at the essay topic, then we'll get into doing this assignment. So for the final part of this project, you're going to write an essay of 600 words or more. So here's our topic. The agricultural revolution is one of the most impactful events in human history. The purpose of this writing project is to analyze and discuss the impact of the agricultural revolution on human society, including the formation and development of permanent settlements, technological advancements, government and laws, religion and culture. Use specific examples from ancient civilizations, e.g. ancient Egypt, Nubia, Babylon, Greece, Rome. China should be in there too, to support your discussion. Now, in some essay topics, you're given your body paragraphs, and this is one of them. You're going to be writing a 600-word essay about the rise of civilization, and you're going to be talking about technology, government and laws, religion and culture, all the things that make civilization what it is. And to help you in doing that, in the fact list, you're going to actually be finding your facts and putting them into the worksheet. So this assignment is done in two parts, and this is the first part. First, go into Google Classroom, open the assignment with this title name to access your worksheet, is to click the link below. So we were already in Google Classroom, so we're looking here. And I want you to notice that I have the assignment, I've got the fact list with my name on it, Lionel Demo. So this is, again, when you open yours, you're only going to see the one with your name on it. So what you want to do is you click the link. And you can see a lot of the same thing here. And it says the assignment is designed to help you describe and analyze the information that you will eventually put in your essay. For each of the three items you must discuss based on the topic above, you have links to articles with information in them. On the table, you must identify the advancement on the left-hand side and then discuss its impact on society on the right-hand side. See the example below. So you can see here that I have paper making, and I've kind of got the who, what, where, and when. Invented in China, blah, 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 got dates, got names. Then the impact, this is what comes from your brain. You can't get this from a Wikipedia article. And here's the impact. Paper had a huge impact on Chinese society, and others later because it was perfect for writing on. Having such a cheap and easy material, easy to make material for writing made recording ideas easier, which would help both technology and literature develop. So you can see that the information on the left should focus on who, what, where, and when, and the information on the right comes from your mind, and it answers this question: how would this development help society? So again, remember, you're going to have 3 body paragraphs in this essay. One is technology, one is government and laws, one is religion and culture. In your essay, whoops, shouldn't have done that. In your essay, you're going to be answering the question, how did the agricultural revolution / rise of civilization improve society or help society? And so in this, I've given you a number of links, and then in each you have to go in and find this. So like in category 1, which we'll eventually see what we're doing basically in this assignment, you're finding the facts that are going to go into your essay. So when you go to do the essay, you're going to pull this up. You're already going to have the facts there. You're going to even have some discussion on here. So you're going to be all set. So what I've done here is I've provided the links that you can use to find the information here, and then you're going to end up writing on these things just like up here. So for example, if I go into this history of technology, that's my first one. I think almost all these are Wikipedia articles. If I go into this, so tools. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking to find some cool technological development that helped society. So agricultural productivity, okay, stone technology, Bronze Age, Iron Age, Chinese. Okay. Ooh, cast iron looks cool. So let's see if I've got a history of cast iron. Okay, so it looks like cast iron was created by the Chinese, and it was created in the 5th century BC and used for warfare, agriculture, and architecture. So what I would do, advancement, cast iron, created in China around the 5th century BC. It was used for, whoops, what did it say in there? Warfare, agriculture, and architecture. Something like that. Who, what, where, and when. Now for the impact on this, basically what I ask myself is, how is cast iron good for society? How does cast iron improve society? And when you look on this, if you go to the top, it is, let's see, fractured, fast and cracked. Boy, this is kind of not the greatest article I've ever seen in my life. Basically, here's the neat part about cast iron. You melt metal and then you pour it into a mold. As you may imagine, that makes making metal things much easier. And so what goes into impact on society is you think about this invention and you ask yourself, how does this help people? How does this help society? So the invention, whoops, I don't know what happened there. The invention of cast iron helped society by making metal, the production, I'm going to say, the production of metal tools easier. This lowered costs and made cast iron tools more available, which helped people farm better, fight wars better, and even eventually Go to the moon. I don't know, whatever. Now, by the way, when it comes to this impact on society thing, and this is something that you want to think of when you write essays too, essays are always information and analysis. There's no such thing as a wrong answer. There's only logical and illogical. So cast iron is it's a way of metal production that is cheaper, in a lot of cases better than others. You know, if you think about the alternative to cast iron, you're beating out a piece of metal. That takes a long time. If you just melt a piece of metal and pour it into a mold, you can make things much quicker and easier, and this is one of the great inventions of the Chinese. So what would be illogical would be for me to say the invention of cast iron helps society by making metal more expensive and making tools harder to make. Do you see? That doesn't, well, one, it's not true, but two, it's not logical. Helping society is cheaper tools. It's easier. It's things like that. So what goes into the impact, this side of the equation comes from your mind, and it's a very, very important part of the essay. And so basically what you're doing in this assignment is you're going to come up with the 3 facts you're going to use. Remember, this is a fact list for an essay that talks about why civilization is a better way to live, why the rise of civilization basically helped human beings. Part of it is it created a huge advancement in technology. You know, you guys talked about labor specialization in the discussion. There was massive technological advancement once people began to specialize in labor. Now, the first thing you should ask yourself, who cares? Why? Why is that even important? Because better technology makes our life easier. So what you want to do as you pick these things out is you want to be thinking ahead already to your essay. Okay, I'm going to be writing an essay about why civilization is good, and I want to pick 3 good pieces of technology, because technology is a byproduct of civilization. So cast iron is one. You know, you really want to look into the Chinese stuff because they had so many: gunpowder, compass, paper, you name it. They had so many good inventions. When you get to the government and laws category, you really want to look at Greek and Roman government. You guys wrote so many good discussion prompts on the Roman government and how similar it was to ours, and how well they made the classes get along with each other. You want to think about that, and you're going to identify 3 things. Like you might put the 12 tables here, or you might put the Roman Republic, and you really want to think about how this benefits. When you get to the 3rd category, this is religion and culture. You're studying that more in Unit 2. And this, you know, that was a huge influence in civilization as well. So with that, you know, one big easy thing to do, by the way, I put a little tip on each of these. So one of the things I would do for religion is I would just pick 3 of these and talk about their impact on society. So if you look down here at the bottom, this is the tip that I give you that you can use to put this in here. Now, you want to fill out all 9 of these. You can see that each category is worth 33 points. When you're all done, you notice you have a Turnitin thing up here. This is one of the things that's really cool about Google Classroom is inside the document, you've got a place to turn it in, or you can go back to Google Classroom and you click Turn In. And it says yes, and you know, you don't want to do this until you're done, but again, you know what's kind of cool? You could even turn this in and then still go back and edit this and it would be turned in. But obviously you don't want it, because when you turn it in, I get an email. So then you click Turn It In, I get an email, and then I can grade it. You see that done thing, and then I can give you the points. So I hope that this video was helpful. If you have any other questions for me, please feel free to let me know. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.